we started. That wasn't all. You didn't even turn the laptop on. I think it needs mine. Hey, welcome to DMG's first video. Thank you so much for all the responses on Instagram. We're super stoked to start a YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're just gonna introduce ourselves for a little bit, talk about why we started this brand, and kind of what our brand really is about and our future aspirations with it.
Yeah, I'm Megan, of Megan Geurtsen, of course. At the moment I'm studying entrepreneurship and retail management in Eindhoven. I like to be creative. I like to be creative in Adobe. I'm always saying Adobe, but Adobe. And I like to sew at my sewing machine.
Well, I'm Demi. I studied international business. Graduated almost 2 years ago, which just sounds really weird.
You're so old.
Yeah, I feel kind of old. Wait, we didn't even tell our age. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 21.
I'm 23. Yeah, I've been working full-time for 2 years now, saving up, trying to pay off my student debt.
Living in the same house at the moment.
Yeah, that's
awful.
Right. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to. Apart from that, I do a lot of creative stuff. I have my own YouTube channel, which I've been working on, and mainly doing travel videos, which I love to travel. So I really love documenting it and just being able to watch it back a couple of years later. It's kind of this outlet, this need to have a creative outlet that I really enjoy about it, and just putting my thoughts into something, because otherwise it just goes wild in here.
Always.
That's also why we kind of got into, I guess, starting this company. It's kind of a weird backstory actually
yeah.
as to how we got to the point of actually starting this. So the story kind of starts in this store.
Yeah, the fashion store.
I think we were in Groningen. I'm pretty sure we were.
I really don't know.
The city that I studied in. We were walking around in a store called The Sting, which fellow Dutchies probably know. It's kind of a store for about every type of clothing for boys, or for guys and for girls.
For different ages, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Teenagers.
Teenage young adults, it's mainly targeted to. We were walking around and we both kind of realized that we really liked the guys section, but we didn't necessarily like the girls section.
It was all about flowers.
Yeah, very flowery and
girly.
It's not that the clothes itself weren't nice, they just didn't fit our style.
Yeah.
And back then unisex clothing wasn't really that much of a thing. I'd say there were a couple of brands maybe that were targeting.
In that year it was just starting. The first brands started with a collection for unisex.
I think that's why we came up with I think it started out actually as a joke. I told you we should just start our own clothing line and make unisex clothing, or clothing that we design that can be marketed towards guys and girls.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it started out as a joke until I told a friend of mine who already had his own clothing line, and he just said why don't you do it now? You're both students, that you don't have to earn money from it yet, and you can just be creative and learn next to your studies, get that practical experience.
Yeah, especially the aspects of our studies.
Yeah, we both study
business in the practical way.
So that's when we first started looking into how do we even start our own clothing line. We didn't have any graphic background.
Nothing.
I don't even know why at this point. It was really just an idea. We were like, F it, we're doing it. Rather than really doing any research. I wouldn't recommend the way that we started, by the way. We didn't do any research. We just knew that we liked fashion, but did we know anything about design? Hell no.
No.
That's around the time that we started just designing. And I can't say that at this point we knew anything about it.
No, because I had to do the finance and it was just hell. It was awful. And now it's just going well. And also designing. If I look back at the first t-shirt we made, the plain t-shirt.
Oh yeah, it was
awful. It was just like it was drawn on paper with a pencil. So
Yeah. Not the best times.
no, but you get better. So
Yeah, you learn a lot from it, but it's also the practical experience that you gain from contacting suppliers, making sure, because we started out really, we made the designs, then we started contacting suppliers, whether they'd be able to do it, what the prices were, when it was going to be delivered.
yeah, how much items?
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah, the minimum order quantity
Yeah.
usually, any supplier. And just being in contact with them and discussing like sizing. We specifically looked at different materials, what did we want the t-shirts to be made of, what were the exact sizes for the chest,
Yeah.
waist and hips. That's really what we looked at in the beginning, and you gain a lot of experience. If I started a company right now, I would not have done it the same way as we did it,
No.
because of the experience gained and the knowledge gained.
But how old were we? I was not even 18.
No, you were 17
so,
and I was
yeah.
19.
So
That's when we started out. So
Yeah.
we've been at this for a couple of years.
yeah.
Never really, I think we just saw it like as a creative, we started out seeing it as a creative outlet
Yeah.
and a way to put our thoughts and our visions on paper rather than actually seeing it as a company.
Yeah.
And I think,
Doing business.
yeah, and I think over the past couple of months is when we really started to slowly see it as like a business that we
Yeah.
can make more of than what we're doing right now.
But at the beginning we also said that it was supposed to be just next to our studies. So
Yeah.
it wasn't our head goal. Like, so right now it's changing.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
done, you are done.
Yeah.
So I think that makes a difference.
Yeah, when we started the collections, that was like about, I'd say it was a little less than a year
yeah.
ago, is when we started designing a bit more. I think like the main design that we made was the compass shirt, which I really still like.
Yeah. But
Um,
we had that for like a year.
We had
But
the
we just
design in
didn't
our
make it.
heads for
Yeah.
a really long time. But we started categorizing things in collections. So now we have 3 main collections. It's a premium handmade. Those are really like handmade items that
by me.
she sewed together. It's sewed.
I thought you was going to say she sewed it. She sewed it together with, but you meant together.
Yeah, you sewed it
Yeah.
together. I don't know if that's a proper
I don't know.
way to say it, but yeah, those are like our belts that we have. We just kind of went shopping at this really cool store that we have in our hometown. They have like all types of different fabrics and like all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we just went there and we saw some cool things that we could put together and turn into belts. So that's kind of where those designs came from. And then next to that we have DMG the label. Those are shirts that we have here at home, or
Yeah, as we designed.
Yeah, we designed and have in storage.
But not everything, because we want to make more that are not going to be in storage.
Oh yeah,
For-
but that's something that's still
Yeah.
coming. We're starting a made to order
Yeah.
line within DMG the label.
But right now it's only what we have.
Yeah,
here.
what we have laying around here. And then there's the worldwide collections. Those are really just collaborations with suppliers. And on top of that, we also focus a little bit on business-to-business activities. If you want a shirt or you have something that you want turned into a shirt, people come to us, have come to us. For instance, the dog designs that we made.
Yeah.
Those are really cool. Those were actually just pictures of
Dogs.
2 dogs
Yeah.
that we morphed into a shirt and that we designed, or we digitized it, and then put it onto a shirt and really do like the end result.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear the reactions of people when they see their own dogs in a characterized form
Yeah.
on a shirt that they
It's
can
just
wear.
like you're looking at it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I love it.
Yeah. So
But
that's what
actually
we're-
we're calling it business to business, but you don't have to be a business
No,
to do it, or to ask for it or something.
it's more custom made shirts.
Yeah.
But we've done it for a local gym as well.
Yeah.
In our hometown, that we created a couple of, or quite a few shirts for them,
Yeah.
so that they could sell at
With
their
their own
gym.
sizing.
Yeah.
So that was the
Oh,
most
custom
important
made.
fact. Yeah.
Those are probably next to. I mean, I love designing our own shirts, but being able to design with someone or for someone specifically, that's actually really cool as well. So that's a little bit about what we do right now and about our business activities. Next to that, lately we've been trying to create more of a community around our brand. And that's when we also created the Live Unrestricted fam. Perks of it is next to getting a discount for yourself and a discount for your followers. We just like to kind of form a community in the sense that you can be invited to events that we're holding. That's not the right word for it, but events that we're organizing, or photo shoots that we're doing. We just did a photo shoot giveaway that we've planned, which we're super stoked about. It's those type of things that you have first access to. It's kind of getting feedback from you guys on our brand and what you would like to see. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of like having people be more, I don't know how to say it.
Involved.
Yeah, I guess more involved around our brand.
But it's also about our message that we are trying to say, right? Like,
Yeah.
be yourself, live the life you imagine, live unrestricted. Just do what you like, and everybody is good as we are. So. Well,
You said-
beautiful sentence.
And I guess the way that you kind of become part of this family is, of course you can apply through our website, but it's also fitting within our brand in a way. So living that live unrestricted lifestyle, not being afraid to show who you really are and what you care for. We personally really like giving back. Hi Siri. That was your phone.
That was not even my voice.
No. But yeah, we've been fortunate enough because of you guys as well to visit a dog shelter or an animal shelter and donate some food and some supplies.
It was amazing.
That was actually really cool. They were super welcoming as well. They
Yeah.
showed us all the places within the shelter, let us cuddle with some of the dogs and cats. So that was the perfect day.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've a couple of more things coming up that next to our husky shirt, of course, and our volunteer shirt, clothes related to doing good, and especially with everything that's been going on in the world, we want people that want to make the place or the earth a better place. And if that's by putting yourself on the frontier of Black Lives Matter, animal rights, anything that kind of
it's Gay Month or it's
Pride Month. Yeah, it was June. It was June.
Yeah, but still,
Anything
that's
that
also important.
anything that I guess changes people's minds. Oh, that was my laptop. I always
Your
have my.
package is coming.
Oh yes, got it. I always turn my phone is always on silent, but now my laptop is on. So, but yeah, anything that you put yourself, you stand up for something. I guess it's the way that we're trying to say it.
And
Stand
you
up
don't
for it.
have to do it if it's not you. You only have to say it, stand up for it, if it fits you.
Yeah, I guess just
That's
do
also-
good, be good. That's kind
be
of what
yourself.
Yeah. No, but anything that opens up people's minds, I guess, and
in every possible way.
yeah, changing the way that we do business. That's a little bit about our future aspirations as well, because we're currently, you may have noticed that we put a new Instagram account in our bio, and that we.
And if you haven't noticed,
go check out our Instagram.
Yeah.
It's called the Sustain Factory. We don't want to say too much about it yet because we're still kind of shaping it. It's our little baby that we still need to raise.
Our little puppy.
Yeah, puppy, that's even better. But it has to do with changing the way we do business. So that's the main statement around it right now. We're super stoked about it. And that's kind of what we're working towards. Besides,
And it's also something, especially for the community, that we want to build and already have built, just to be part of.
Mhm. We had a couple of questions actually. I need
Yeah.
to grab my phone. This is really awkward. Oh, my package is almost here.
So hurts.
So we got a couple of questions in that we're excited to answer actually. So I'm gonna ask. I'm just gonna get introduced. Okay. How old were you when you started DMG? I think we kind of answered that.
Yeah, but we can say it again. So I was 17, almost 18. In
Oh, that's
November
what
we went to Kafka.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I was 19.
I don't know if you can explain what the Kafka is. Or...
It's where you get your business papers.
Yeah.
You legalize your business,
Yeah.
essentially. Which design is your favorite at the moment? So none of the ones that are coming. I don't even really know the answer to this question. I really like the Explore cap.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I-
this one. I actually,
Oh, yeah,
it's two of my tattoos.
Yeah.
So that's probably, I like
you
it.
can see them on camera
No.
up here. So
No, the lighting is really bad, and the focus is not on it,
Yeah.
but I really like the color of this. I am a huge fan of pink. Actually, I used to hate it. as
I'm a
a
huge
kid.
fan of black.
Yeah. No, but I got two of my tattoos that this one I got in Thailand and this in Toronto. So it's close to.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's my favorite.
I think mine is the compass, because I made it. Yeah, we made it, but we worked a long time about it.
On it.
On it. About it. On it. But if I can choose from two different collections, I would say it's my jacket, my blazer. How do you call it in English? Blazer. Same.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't know. But yeah,
I'm gonna show it.
I love it.
Alright, last one. What is one thing you would still like to do / achieve with DMG? That's a really...
Becoming successful.
What is the definition of successful though?
I think for me, successful is that I can be creative, and that someone likes it. That I'm being creative of what I'm making.
Yeah, your product.
Yeah, and I don't have to be the biggest one, of course. That would be nice, but that's not the thing that I. Your package.
Oh, that actually might be my
Yeah,
biggest.
I don't want to be the biggest one. It would be nice, but the most important thing is that people like what you do, and that they will be happy, and a nice community, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the same for me, having that freedom.
Yeah.
Why did
also,
my accent just change to half British, by the way?
I don't know.
I keep imitating. That's the worst thing. If I watch something, I don't even do it consciously, I just imitate the accents. But other than that, I'm just super stoked for the Sustain Factory. What we can do with that.
I
So,
can't wait to hear your reactions.
Yeah, you should definitely go follow it on Instagram if you want to know what's up with that.
Very soon.
So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Other than that, live the life you imagined, and we'll see you
Next time.
next time.